Hello, Medicare Advantage risk adjustment operators, innovators, and learners. Welcome to another learning series of the Hughes Academy Risk Adjustment Made Easy, the Medicare Advantage kind. Thank you for joining us today as we continue on our series in learning about beneficiary EDPS errors. Over the past 2 weeks, we have been going through that and we have learned the EDPS error code beneficiary not Part C eligible for the date of service, and also the EDPS error code beneficiary date of birth mismatch. If today is your first time joining us, I will encourage you to watch our previous videos to learn more. I am your host tutor, Dr. Prince Belwa. If you are new to our channel and you have not subscribed yet, I will invite you to subscribe, to like, to share. If you are a seasoned member here and you have not subscribed yet as well, I will encourage you to do so as well, because it helps us to get to a wider reach, that this learning series become very impactful to many people that are in this space. Today, we continue to pick up on lesson number 3 on mastering for encounter data processing system beneficiary errors. And we have learned that a way to identify beneficiary level error codes in the encounter data processing system is that they all start with number 02. And we have gone through what we discussed last week, and throughout this month you may have recognized that all the error codes that we are discussing starts with 02. And in that, we'll jump into error code number 3, which is 02240. 02240, which is beneficiary not enrolled in the Medicare Advantage organization for the date of service. And this differs a bit from what we learned in lesson number 1, because lesson number 1 was the beneficiary was not eligible at all for Part C for the date of service. And with this one, the beneficiary is eligible, but the beneficiary is not enrolled in the Medicare Advantage organization for that date of service on the record that is being submitted. So error code 02240, beneficiary not enrolled in the MAO for the date of service. This error code also applies to all service types like the others that we have looked at. So it applies to institutional, professional, and DME, so A37I and A37P as well. And the disposition for this error code is a reject, meaning that if this error fires, then as a health plan, you need to relook at this record and correct the error that is being fired on this record and resubmit to CMS to correct it before the record move on to the other processes in the EDPS. And a resolution methodology that CMS provides is that you want to verify that the beneficiary was enrolled in your contract during the date of service on the encounter data record. For example, if a record that is being submitted has a date of service of 2/19/2025, if the beneficiary is not enrolled in your contract as of 2/19/2025, then this error will fire. And CMS is looking at CMS systems of record to understand the enrollment. So this is pretty much a combination of looking at your enrollment files and looking at your claims files to make sure, or your encounter data files to make sure that the data that is being submitted has the Benny's enrollment files that are corresponding. And with that, if the beneficiary is not enrolled in the contract, which is the H number for that encounter data date of service, do not submit a record. Otherwise, the error will fire and then this will be a reject. EDR should only be submitted for date of service for which the beneficiary is enrolled in that contract. And the contract meaning the contract number H1234, for example. But there is a note here that this edit is not applicable to chart review records. So if a submission is submitted on a chart review record in that way, it bypassed this error and the record gets submitted. But for encounter data records, which by definition is to report services that are being rendered to the beneficiary, then this error will fire on that record. And that is the explanation for beneficiary error code 02240. You want to make sure that you check the enrollment files to make sure that the Benny enrollment come before the date of service that is being submitted on that record. And with that, you are able to get this record in and it can move on to the next processes for risk adjustment as well. This is what we have for today. If you are new to our channel, you can get more information at our website, which is www.thehillsacademy.com. And if you go to /resources, there are some free resources that you can download for free on our website. And also, if you are new and you are not part of our email list, it is From Chaos to Clarity, the essential comparison cheat sheet on Medicare Advantage risk adjustment data sources. And you can download that for free and you become part of our email list so that you do not miss anything that we release here. Please like, subscribe, and share. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week as we look at our last beneficiary level error code. Bye for now.